here's something that I have realized. It is really important to humanize yourself. And when I say that, here's what I mean. You need to think about your own basic human survival, right? And basically, like, the reward function that will give you the most for the less work. So, like, what can you do each day that will bring you, how can you work ethically toward money in a way that you can get your food, shelter,
Attention to the
bath,
concourse. Frontier
clothes,
Flight
wash
450
your
to
hair, all the
Buffalo
things,
is now boarding
and
all
also
zones, all
feel very
roads
safe
at gate
when you
A46.
sleep.
That's Frontier Flight
Um,
450 to Buffalo.
I feel like
is
most
boarding
people who
at
practice
A46.
minimalism kind of already have this idea down packed, because it's like you don't spend time making decisions about like what you're gonna wear, because you've already picked clothes that fit. So unless you get more fat or more skinny, that's the thing that you're gonna wear. But you do have to think about like what you're going to eat each day, because you need more food. And then personally, I wash my hair and like bathe and stuff, so I do that. But like, I guess you'd also have to put yourself on a clock, in a sense. Like, my new apartment has a washing machine and a dryer, so I don't have to like share the utility, which makes it so much easier. Like, sharing utilities with the college students is so fucking awful. Like, they don't take the lint out of the dryer, and they always leave like a sock in the washing machine, and they don't even use smell good laundry detergent, and it's awful. Like, I feel like Dev is actually the same way, which is, I really like him. Like, he found like a soap that he's been using for like the last 4 years. Like, I also feel like I'm kind of like that. Like, I personally really like this like goat milk soap, right? And I don't even use a washcloth anymore. Like, I used to use a washcloth, but just because I keep using the same soap over and over again every day, like, I know how long to use it, so I use it for 15 minutes, and it kind of like lathers in. And then it's also very simple, because like I'm accustomed to my own smell, that I can like determine when something like hormonal changes, right? Because my smells will be different. There's also things in terms of like when you get to a place where you're very comfortable with your diet, you'll start to notice like your neck starts to slim out a little bit, and your like your lymph nodes, they clear, and your skin becomes clear. And then it's kind of like, oh, okay, so you're in a very good state of health. Like, if you have like a predisposition toward alcoholism, like, as long as your like pupils aren't turning yellow, then you're in a safe space. But if you start to get like yellow, then maybe be concerned and slow down on the champagne. Like, that's a pro tip that I learned. And then maybe like maybe once a day. Like, I think I might actually do this. Instead of using toothpaste this month, I'm probably going to use baking soda, because baking soda actually will make this it's like coffee stains. Over a period of a month, it will make it whiter. So that's sort of interesting. But I think, and it's just really weird. Like, I feel like this like hyper commoditization of femininity, as though like personal hygiene and grooming is something solely reserved for women, and it's emasculating to men who simply take showers. Like, it's so fucking strange. Like, no one likes stinky people. And also, like, okay, maybe this is like just this really strange, like, it's not even like a secret, but it's more of like a question. Like, I did that video a couple weeks ago that was like my K cup, my period panties, and my toilet. So those are 3 reusable feminine products that I only have to buy once. Like, my K cup will last me for my whole life. It's this plastic cup that holds period blood when you bleed. And then the period panties, I can only have one. Well, I have 6 pair now, but like, I rotate them. So it's mostly because I know that I won't have them when I go to Ethiopia. So I had to make sure I got like a quality brand that would last that period of time. And I finally gotten into like a habit of like washing them on schedule, so it works. And then I feel like the thing that's so strange that like some people don't, how do you say, like some people don't understand about like womanhood is that like as you get older you do have to be less promiscuous simply because obviously STDs, but also because of like pH, right? So if you start to eat poorly or you aren't concerned with your diet or you're not getting enough sleep, your hormones will change and then your vagina might start to like smell bad, right? And so like when that's happened, I've gotten like, what is it? It's BG. It's called like bacterial vaginosis, and they give you this like antifungal. It's a pill. You take the antifungal pill, and then in like 2 days, your pH goes back to normal. I do that, and that's when I typically will like juice for like 3 days, and you just pee out a lot of stuff, and things go back to normal that way. I mean, there's a lot of different ways, but also like you can kind of like smell, right? You can, if you start to like, I mean, basically, like if you touch your own vagina and you're like, that's foul, you know, like soak in water. But I don't feel like these like the hygiene techniques are reserved specifically for like female presenting people, right? So like I definitely feel like anyone could just go into the bathroom and kind of wash. I don't know, very strange. But oh, another thing I did want to say, just because I remember it now, like when I realized I was throwing so much stuff, and I mean so much stuff out of the apartment, I basically threw away everything, just in the trash can, and I didn't go and buy any more toilet tissue. So like after I pooped, I literally just took like the bar of soap, and I just I like washed my butt in the tub, and then I just was like. I kind of felt like a monkey a little bit. It was just like, it's like you take the bar soap, you're like, you just like, I didn't even have any toilet tissue, so I was like, wow, if I ever go like and live in the jungle, then like I will survive. So those are life skills too. Like I learned over the last week. Maybe I want to share. Also, here's one thing I thought was funny. So I don't know if you guys saw those, but those like brown Gap sweatpants and these like blue, they're like weatherproof socks with the brown Birks. Like I've been wearing these for like 4 days, which I think is relatively long compared to how long I typically go before I put them in the washing machine. So yeah. Okay, well, I just wanted to say that.